Luke David Stout was born on July 6, 1988 and lived in Buckhannon, West Virginia, where he grew up with three older brothers. He was also very close to his mother, Elizabeth. Luke was described as a very selfless kid, wanting to help his mum or his friends and always thinking of others. Luke loved video games, comic books and skateboarding. Luke was also a very talented artist. At the age of 16, Luke got a job and began working in an effort to help his mum out financially. Throughout the years, Luke became a skilled carpenter and had been practicing the trade for several years at the time of his disappearance in July 2012. By the age of 24, Luke lived with his mother, primarily because she had become terminally ill and he wanted to be there every step of the way. On July the 18th, 2012, between 3 and 5 p.m, Stout left his residence on Hickory Flat Road. He told his mother and brother that he loved them and would be back later that day. Luke took his broken green bicycle and walked down the driveway. He was taking it to his friend's house, where they were going to fix it up. This friend, Dylan, said he was sending someone over to pick Luke up, and Luke should meet them at the end of his driveway. Luke planned to give the repaired bicycle to his friend, and then his friend would help Stout fix his own bicycle, which had damaged handlebars and had been left in Buckhannon. Stout has never been heard from again. A few days after his disappearance, his brothers found his bicycle leaning against a trailer behind a pharmacy. It had not been repaired. Luke's brothers began looking for him around town. Luke's mother also got out and physically, despite being sick, looked for her son. The police weren't interested in taking a report, despite the family's concerns, insisting he was a 24-year-old man who had a right to come and go when he pleased. 2 months prior to his disappearance, Luke had come home after an altercation with Rodolfo Correa Villagomez, also known as Chino. Allegedly, Chino had shoved a gun at Luke's head, hard enough to leave an imprint of a gun barrel. When Luke came home and his mum saw this, she urged him to file a police report against Chino. The police refused to document the incident and he was turned away. Correa pleaded guilty in 2015 in connection with the January 2012 disappearance and murder of Joshua Oberg. The victim's body wasn't found until July the 23rd, 2012, 5 days after Stout's disappearance. Oberg was found buried in a shallow grave near Bull Run Road. Joshua was last seen getting into a car with Jesse Lee Heater and Robert Eugene Cyron. As investigators kept tabs on the 2 men, eventually Cyron told the whole story of the killing to a confidential informant. He said that Chino had paid them a large sum of money to kill Joshua for having an affair with his wife. Stout also knew Chino's wife, and there were rumours that they were seeing each other at some point prior to Stout's disappearance. This has not been verified, and Chino has never been linked to this case. Elizabeth began to feel like no one was listening to her. Rumours began to swirl about a local police officer that was out drinking at the bars and bad-mouthing Luke's disappearance. Elizabeth became irate and went to the media. It turned out that this individual officer had 11 DUI convictions, and motions were made to have him dismissed from the force. In October, Elizabeth took her complaints to a city council meeting. Elizabeth begged for more to be done regarding her son's disappearance and criticised the lack of support from law enforcement. However, the family was asked to leave the meeting as the council members didn't feel like it was the right place for them to air their frustrations with the police. Little is known about the day Luke disappeared, or who was actually picking him up. To my knowledge, no one witnessed him actually getting into a vehicle when he left his home. Elizabeth Stout, Luke's mother, started a Facebook page to help spread awareness. Unfortunately, Elizabeth passed away without ever knowing what happened to her son.